grab your cosmic hat, babes, because everything is about to change. Uranus is entering Gemini today, and I'm going to go into what that means for you and what it means for the collective. So Uranus has just left Taurus, where it's been there for 7 years, and really shook up our relationship to money, stability, ourselves, and even the earth. And now Uranus is entering Gemini, and it hasn't been here since 1941. And let's talk about some of the things that happened then. 1941, you really need to let that land for a second. That is when America entered World War. And that is when nations were torn apart. There was propaganda. Gemini rules communication. We're going to see some of the same sort of themes, but maybe less drastic. New technologies entered the arena, nuclear entered the arena, new ways of communicating and manipulating entered the arena. Gemini rules ideas, speech, and communication, so it's no coincidence. Uranus brings change, upheaval, and innovation, so the same themes will start to play out now. But this time, we have the internet, and we have AI. Technology is changing rapidly, so how is it going to be used as we are entering Gemini and more communication? We are seeing already changes in the way that we communicate, media, what is AI, what is real? So the questions I'm asking and astrology is asking, will we collapse once again into chaos, or will we rise into a new wave of consciousness, or is it both? Because really, this is one of the most significant generational shifts of the whole decade. Uranus energy is bold, unpredictable, electric. It brings about change and innovation. It rules Aquarius, which very much has the same feelings and connotations. We're also in the era of Pluto in Aquarius, which is big generational change for the collective as well. Uranus disrupts like stuck patterns and zaps us forwards into the future, whether we like it or not. It doesn't do slow. It doesn't do safe. It is here to propel us into higher timelines. And I work with my clients on creating higher timelines, and if your nervous system isn't set for this, it can feel very disruptive. It can feel like you can't breathe. So make sure that you are working with your nervous system, rewiring your brain for calm instead of chaos. And Gemini energy is excited, and it's also like it can be a bit chaotic, and it has the duality because it's the twins, right? So how will we use this new era for good or for bad? What is the good and the bad and the light and the shadow? And really the concepts of good and bad are human anyways. And it really rules like connection and communication. So we really are going to see ways of new propaganda, new manipulation, but also the collective and the way that we communicate and rally together is going to change. This transit wants us to ask, what outdated systems and belief systems are we ready to let go of individually and collectively? What systems are we blindly obeying without even questioning? And how can we use our voice as a tool for awakening instead of conformity? The time is now. So from now until 2033, the collective mind, she's being updated, thank God. The old ideas are dissolving, the new codes are coming online. You just can't cling to what you've always known and then expect to keep evolving. Uranus in Gemini says, the future is a conversation, so you better start speaking like it matters, babe. DM me if you've got any questions, or if you're worried. Like, none of this is supposed to scare you. I don't believe in that kind of astrology, but it is awareness. It's a tool for awareness. If you want to upgrade your life using astrology and how to manifest your best life with your birth chart, get in touch. And also I've got a new membership, a new coven, if you will, a manifestation coven that I also teach you to do that for just $22 a month. You're right, I know, it's so accessible. I love you. Have a magical day. I'll see you soon.